Hey there, how are you? It's been so long since I saw you last. I'm so excited that I get to be the person to get you ready for your first atheist convention. Now, I know that it can be really daunting joining a new group and trying to figure out what to wear and, how to do your makeup and whatever. So I'm hoping to make that nice and simple for you. We're going to do your makeup and we're going to do your hair. We're going to pick something for you to wear. And, oh yeah, don't worry. We're not gonna do your makeup extremely overblown. We're going to do it very natural, and your hair was going to be very natural. And that's not even because you're a person who wants natural hair and makeup in particular. It's because, if I'm being honest, there are no girls on the internet, and there are no girls in atheism. So, you don't want to, look too much like a girl. That said, you should still be pretty. So, we're gonna do your makeup, we'll do your hair, we'll do everything. And I want to get you set up with some other stuff. So that's actually what I want to start with. I was thinking that if you're going to an atheist convention, that probably you should take a Bible with you. And I wasn't sure if you had one, or if you did, if you brought it. So, I thought I could help you with that since I have 3. I thought you could pick which one you want. So, this one is my NIV, which is the New International Version of the Bible. This is a very common translation for people to use. This is the one I always reference and the one that I have on audiobook. So it's the one I listen to when I listen to the Bible. And it's, as you can see, like sort of very mass-produced paperback, which means it's just very hardy. I don't really care if much happens to it. It's got thick pages, none of that extremely thin page stuff. And yeah, basically it's a good option if you want something that's hardy and that has, a good solid translation and all of that. A relatively modern translation. It's not like the King James Version. There are no these and thous or anything like that. So if you'd like that, you can take this NIV. The second option, if you want to have a little bit more fun than the NIV can give you, don't get me wrong, there are lots of fun NIVs, like the Children's Octopus NIV or whatever. There are a lot of them. Like the Athlete's Bible. A lot of these are the NIV translation, but this one is a lot of fun. This is the Good News Bible, and as you can see, it's really not on that whole archaic language thing. It's today's English version. Now, this one's fun because it's so fucking dumb. It is basically it's supposed to be like a modern translation, but what it actually is a translation with a lot of stupid things. It just sounds really awkward and dumb. I don't really know how to put it other than that. So if you want something that's sort of funnier, you can use the Good News translation. And here's the really big thing about the Good News translation that's fun, is that if you want to just go for, pure mocking value and you want to talk about how stupid Christians are, you can take this because it has illustrations. Who has illustrations in their fucking Bible? These guys do. Now, if you don't want to take this, I understand. I understand if you already feel like the Bible mocks itself enough. But it's an option. And our last option is this NRSV, which has a lot of sticky notes in it. Just bear with me here. This is the NRSV, or New Revised Standard Version. And this is the NRSV with the Apocrypha. Now, what is Apocrypha, you might ask? Don't worry about that right now. If you take this one, just tell people, oh yeah, let me get out my NRSV with Apocrypha. No one's going to ask you what that means, or to use that in any other context. So you can just tell people, yeah, I got the book with the Apocrypha. Now, this is just sort of the classiest Bible I have. As you can see, it's got these gold-edged leaves, and it has leather bound. It has these very thin classical pages. Very, very thin pages. They also say, with the deuterocanonical books, if Apocrypha isn't cool enough for you. That's another way to word the books that are included in this that are apocrypha. But like I said, you don't need to know that. We're not going to get into it. So it has these very thin pages. It's very classy. It's very pretty. And it's the smallest Bible I have. To compare, I have this. This is my NIV and this is the NRSV. Do you have any preferences? Okay, yeah, I definitely think you should take the NRSV because it just looks so much more legit. And it's got all of my stickies. Now, what are these stickies for? They are part of my ongoing project to mark all of my favorite Bible verses where God is being a dick or weird. Obviously, it is not complete yet. I mean, there's not nearly enough stickies for that. But I'm working on it. So that means that if you ever are just in a pinch and you need somewhere where something weird is happening or where God's being a dick, you can open the book to any of the stickies and it will have the chapter and verse number written on it. You can just read that, and I guarantee that you'll find something that all of the other atheists will be overjoyed by. As I said, it includes lots of silly ones. So, for example, I marked up some pieces from the Song of Solomon, which is here. Well, here's one example of a page that I have marked. And I have marked Song of Solomon 7:3. And it's really goofy. Basically, this is a man writing to his lover. And he says, "Your two breasts are like two fawns, twins of a gazelle." Yeah, her two breasts are like two fawns, like deer. So you have that. Or you have, I have marked some Psalms. You have Psalm 137, which includes that whole passage about being glad about bashing in baby heads and stuff. So if you want to just be like, bad Bible stuff, just turn to any of these pages. What I would do if I were you, though, is if you want to quote something, is I would skip past the first 5 books, Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, and Numbers, which you may know. I would skip past anything like Joshua with a name that you would recognize. I would skip past any word that you recognize. So 1st and 2nd Kings, out. 1st and 2nd Chronicles, out. None of those. Don't quote those. Everyone knows Job, out. I would keep going until you reach something like maybe something like Habakkuk, because there's some messed up stuff in Habakkuk. I guess it is pronounced Habakkuk or Habakkuk, but there's some messed up stuff in this book. But also, here's the thing, is that you are the only person who is going to be quoting this particular minor prophet. So, if you want to be unique and edgy, you quote Habakkuk. You don't pull from Job. You quote from the minor prophets. Like, you'd say, yeah, there's this thing in Nahum. Yeah, pull deep from the middle of the Bible. Just open it up to the middle. So, I'm going to set this aside so you can take it. Second, I have this necklace I thought you might want to take. It is wood. It's got this rope string, and it is a wood-burned necklace, wooden, obviously, necklace, with the atheist symbol carved or burned into it. And here's the really neat thing. On the back, it says, "That's rebellion." So, it is a quote from the Brothers Karamazov following a very anti-theist rant by one of the titular brothers, Karamazov. And so I have that on here. And so not only can you go and you can quote Habakkuk, you can quote Habakkuk and then say, "Oh, by the way, my jewelry has Dostoevsky quotes on it as well." You can wear this however you'd like. It's got adjustable strings. So it's shorter or longer depending on how you want to wear it. So you can wear it sort of much lower like that. You can adjust it to choker height like that. Just wear it however you prefer the most. Would you like to wear it? Okay. I thought it was really, obviously I think it's really cute. I own it, so why would I own it if I didn't think it was cute? Next, let's pick something for you to wear. You're wearing blue jeans and Converse. I think that's perfect. I don't think you need to change that at all. But I think that you should put on a different shirt. And I have 3 options for you. Now the first shirt, I have this Jordan Peterson shirt. Yeah, I know, Jordan Peterson's not an atheist, and he's actually, a real pain in the ass to people who are actually trying to get across the fact that the Bible is not something to lean on, and it's actually really bad. But lots of atheists do like Jordan Peterson for some reason. And so you can either wear this because you want to join that group and pretend that you like Jordan Peterson, or you can borrow it for the same reason I have it, which is ironically. No? You don't want the lobster that says, ascend the dominant hierarchy. No? Okay. It's an option. You can think about it. My second shirt option is this Billy Joel shirt. It is much cooler. As you can see, this shirt has the Piano Man himself on it. And it says Billy Joel in concert. And it has the back. On the back it has his tour dates from 2013, 2014, starting on New Year's Eve. Now, why Billy Joel? This is really exciting because I love Billy Joel. He actually has, in public, in interviews, uttered the words, I am an atheist. Not that many celebrities have done that, and it happens to be one of the ones I really like. That's pretty dope. So, this one's much less form-fitting. It's going to be much bigger and baggier on you, but it's Billy Joel, so it's dope. So, I would also recommend considering this. Now, my third and final option is this tie-dye Beatles shirt. Now, obviously, this is a Sgt. Pepper shirt. It has the Beatles on it, and it's tie-dye. It's not very stretchy. It's going to be much tighter than the other shirts. But 1, the Beatles have lots of very humanistic songs. 2, this is obviously not John Lennon, but John Lennon is Beatles adjacent, and, Imagine and all that. It's a terrible song, but it's popular with the atheist crowd. So just, you can say like, oh yeah, John Lennon, Imagine No Religion, am I right? So, this is an option, the Beatles. And you know what, also, it can give off that whole, I'm only 25, and I listen to the Beatles vibe, It makes you seem really cool and retro and classy. Yeah? Okay, you can take. You're gonna go with Billy. I think it's a good choice. Obviously, I think Billy Joel is the coolest of those. I was gonna say 3 people, but it's actually 6. But anyway, so now we have a shirt out of the way, we have your necklace, and we have your Bible picked. We're going to do your makeup, and as I said, we're going to do it super naturally. We're not supernaturally. We're going to do it in a very natural way. We're obviously not going to do it supernaturally because we would never do that, because that's not real. So we're going to do it supernaturally, but not supernaturally. It's going to be very natural, which means you're going to have more makeup on your face than you've ever had in your whole life, okay? All right, let's get started. Now, can I just sort of check out your skin, see what it's like? Okay. I'm just gonna pat a little bit to see if it's dry or oily. Okay. Your skin is great, actually. It's like not very dry or oily. Yeah. Oh, okay. You have a pretty good skincare regimen. That's definitely where you should put your time if you can. I've been trying to improve my skincare routine because, my skin is so dry. You could strike a match on it and just burn down my whole apartment building. All of us dead just because my skin is just so flaky and dry. So, I was going to, I have these moisturizing things. I have moisturizing toner, this Korean moisturizing toner, but it doesn't seem like you need it, and I don't want to mess with your skincare routine. You know better than me. The other thing I had was Snail Cream, which, if you're into skincare, I know you know what that is. You don't use... Oh, I would have thought that you would use Snail Cream. It's literally just cream from snails, like snail goop on your face, because, snails are very soft. They will make your skin very soft. But you should try getting some. I would recommend trying it out if you decide you need some extra moisture. I don't know why I'm giving you skincare tips. Yours is much more under control, RE texture than mine is, but you know. Okay, then in that case, we'll just move on to your face. I'm gonna put on this primer. It's a poreless face primer because you don't want to look like you have pores. That's gross. So I'm just gonna put a little bit on my hand here, and I'm just gonna tap it all over your face like this. Yeah, not much has been happening lately with me. Okay, that's gonna help your makeup stay on longer. Sorry, I know. I'll get back to you in a second. Just really quickly, I wanted to say I was gonna use a full coverage foundation for you, but your skin is already so nice that I don't want to risk the cakiness that foundation can bring, because that is something that people can notice, is cakey foundation and your skin looking very flaky and like shitty. So we're gonna skip the foundation and we're just gonna go on to the other face stuff, just because if you don't need it, don't use it. What we are gonna do is color corrector. So we're gonna take this color corrector. If your skin was, if your skin is red, for example, you take this green and you put it on any red spots and you sort of blend it in, and the green obviously is complementary to red, so it combats the redness. I might just use it on a couple little spots on your face. I'm going to go over again with concealer. And then you have this peachy color that I'm going to use under your eyes to use against like sort of purpley bags, okay? So I'm just going to do green and then the pink, okay? Yeah, but as you were asking, I have not had very much going on in my life. I've been trying not to get too wrapped up in Facebook arguments and stuff. I keep getting tagged in stuff that's like, Jesus died for you, be grateful. And I'm like, I'm not grateful to someone who supposedly died for me without like consulting me and seeing if that's what I wanted. It didn't happen anyway, but like they could have at least checked if they were like omnipotent God, and they would have learned quickly that I didn't want anyone to die for me, so don't put that on me. But, it's not a good idea to get into Facebook arguments, I've learned over the years. And if you, under your eyes now, okay? If you have not yet learned that lesson, take it from me, it's bad. So, the skin under your eyes is really sensitive, so you want to pat it on really carefully. And your ring finger is your weakest finger, so you're supposed to use that. Or else, I'm not really sure what happens if you pat it on too hard, to be honest. People just tell me, YouTube people just tell you, pat it on very carefully. So we're going to assume that that's what we need to do. I'm just going to continue on with some concealer. I'm just going to dot it all over your face wherever we need it. Just where there are tiny blemishes, little bits of discoloration, and anywhere I put green, and then also under your eyes in a sort of V shape, because that's also what they say to do. And that's what I do because they said to. So, but yeah, what else has been happening? Oh my God. I got into this Uber. I was going home or something. Doesn't really matter. I was obviously going somewhere. It's an Uber. So I was going somewhere, and I get into this car, and the guy was basically fairly normal at first. He's telling me all about how, by the way, I'm going to use this makeup sponge to just pat in, I'm going to sort of just pat in like this, your concealer, just all over, so it's nice and blends in without streaks and stuff. Yeah, so, this guy goes on to tell me how, he's normal. First he's talking about his son and how he can't wait to pick him up, and how much he hates his son playing Roblox and stuff, and I was just like, okay, just let the kid do his thing, whatever. But, you know, obviously he goes and turns things into, so I found Jesus. And I'm just sitting there in the back of the car like, great, okay, great, here we go. Now, I thought it was just going to be annoying. No, it was not just annoying, it was annoying and extremely weird. This guy was fucking nuts. So, this guy gets in his car, or has me in his car, a captive audience, and he tells me how he found Jesus. Do you want to know? He was cursed by his ex who did witchcraft on him. Yeah, he was cursed by his ex. And do you know the form that this curse took? Was, this is blush. It's a pretty intense color, but we're going to really blend it in carefully. I'm just going to put a teeny bit on your nose and put it on your cheeks. Here, and I'm just going to pat it in, okay? Yeah, so he tells me a demon was set on him by his ex. And, oh God. This manifested in this way. He's sitting in his bed, well, he's sleeping in his bed, and he wakes up and he can't move at all. He's frozen in place, and he said he was sweating, he was shaking, he was terrified, and the kicker is a demon was on his chest. He just didn't know what to do. Presumably sometime soon after that he found Jesus, and I'm saying that back like, oh my non-existent God, dude, you just literally fucking described sleep paralysis to a T. It's like you just read the Wikipedia article and decided to regurgitate it. Like, this could not be more textbook sleep paralysis if you wanted it to be. But he's swearing up and down that it is not anxiety. I know what anxiety is like. It's definitely not anxiety. This was just so intense. And it's just like, dude, my bro, people all over the place get sleep paralysis, man. Oh, I forgot to use this pressed powder to like mattify your face, so I'm still gonna use it a bit on your forehead and your chin, okay? And just sort of dust you. It's to make your face sort of flat for us to work on. And I should have done it before your blush, but I didn't. Sorry. And so I'm just stuck there in the car with him, and he's, you know, going on about how he fought off fucking demons because of Jesus, and that's, you know, how we found Jesus. And he is telling me, don't worry, one day you're going to take an interest in religion and stuff, and you're going to find God. And I just didn't have the heart or the courage to tell him that I am, like, a strong atheist, anti-theist. The courage being because I was a captive audience in his moving vehicle. Like, what if this guy just decided, like, seriously, Jesus, just straight take the wheel and we're just gonna crash? Because he might just lose his shit like that. Who knows? You don't want to be, like, stuck in someone's car and, like, contradict them on something big like that. It was terrifying in that way. I wasn't, like, actively scared. The idea of doing that was scary. I'm gonna use this contouring palette to just put some stuff up on your face. What is it? We're gonna pull your hair off your forehead, and I'm gonna, because of that, I'm going to dust some, like, contouring powder, some bronzer sort of stuff on the top of your head, so that your forehead looks a bit smaller since your hair is gonna be pulled off of it. Yeah, this was a contouring powder palette. I didn't do anything to this highlighter stuff. One day it just crumbled up and fell out. Presumably, Jesus was displeased with this particular highlighter, so he zapped it out, as he is wont to do. But he left the, you know, the contour dark stuff, so that's what I bought it for anyway, it's fine. Yeah, but basically the guy is telling me how I'm totally gonna find God, and I'm gonna get into religion, and I didn't want to tell him. Like, dude, I've got it. I'm really disdainful of these things. But yeah, it was a real trip. His ex-wife did witchcraft on him, my guy. you know, of course he was like a strong, like, Jesus is where the heart is, or home is where the Jesus is, or whatever, you know, I don't go to church kind of guy, you know, my Uber car is my church kind of guy. So, like, whatever, however you do it, I don't care, but he was convinced that, like, I could go home and have a revelation, and my very own Uber car, if I had one, you know, could be my church as well. It was really lucky, though, because I was, like, literally on my way to buy a car, like, check out a car I was buying, so I could ride Uber. Now, I still have to do a bit more for your face, but I'm just gonna actually tweeze your eyebrows a little bit here, because you've got some eyebrow hair too, and you don't want those. Sorry. Like I said, there are no girls on the internet, and there are no girls in atheism. That said, if you are cursed with being a girl in either of those places, then God so help you, you better be a pretty one. So we're gonna make sure you are. I'm gonna fill in your brows a little bit here too, because eyebrows sort of frame the face, and you know, it'll make your well, it frames your face. I don't really know what else to say about that. That's what I've always heard, but it also makes sense to me sort of intuitively, but I don't really know how to describe it. It frames your face. It marks off where your face fits from your forehead, I guess, is the thing. But yeah. So, I don't take Uber very much anymore, which is, you know, if anything was a blessing in this world, it's that. Because there are too many fucking crazy people driving for Uber. And I'm sure from their perspective, it's like there are way too many fucking crazy people riding in my Ubers. But Jesus Christ, I cannot deal with that. They're just too nuts. It's just a little bit of brow powder to put over, okay? Okay. I think we are ready to move on to my favorite part, which is highlighter. Highlighter it's just to sort of make your face glow and sparkle and shine a little bit more. And you put it wherever light would naturally hit your face if it was face on. So you put highlighter on your forehead here, on the bridge of your nose, on your cupid's bow, which is just a little indentation above your lip, on the top of your upper lip, the chin, and your cheekbones here, okay? So we're gonna do that now. Here's the thing, is I love highlighters, so I have a lot of highlighters. Right now, I am missing one of the best sparkliest ones. I don't know where that is, but that's fine. And as you know, this one was zapped away by Zeus or Jesus or like whoever didn't think that this highlighter was worth wasn't making the cut, so we don't have that one, but I have some other ones. It was hard to pick which one to do because they're all really nice. Now, see, I have these two liquid highlighters. They've got like a silvery cast and a goldy cast. So this is the one I mostly use, the sort of gold one. And that's what you would use on warmer skin tones. Silver is sort of cooler skin tones. If you're sort of neutral toned, then you can use either. Then I have this highlighting stick that has seen better days. It is duct taped, but it's fine, I'm sorry. And this is also silvery. I have this Illuminating Palette, which is a few different colors of highlighter. It's very pretty. All of them are pretty. I'll say they're all very pretty. I have this gold one with a little pink star. I have this one which is a little bit dark on me for a highlighter, but it's got this really pretty flower design. It's pretty. very, very gold. I love it. And I have this. I just got this Glow Nude highlighter palette. Glow Nude. So scandalous. So, as you may see, I have, let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 highlighters. And you might be thinking what I was thinking. You might now be thinking what I was thinking when I first pulled out all my highlighters. Which one can we use? They're all so beautiful. And here's what I'm going to tell you. We're going to use them all, okay? Because, let me explain. You know what? I'm going to explain while I'm starting on these highlighters, because there are 7 fucking highlighters here, and we need to get through them. So I'm going to start with this silver liquid one. Like I said, forehead, chin, cupid's bow, cheeks, nose, okay? We're just going to move through them as fast as we can, because there are a bunch of them. Now, here's the thing. We want you to glow, okay? You're gonna glow because you are enlightened, okay? You need to show that you are euphoric, not because of any phony God's blessing, but because you are enlightened by your own intelligence and 7 highlighters. Okay? You need to glow because you are brilliant. You need to glow with the truth, okay? That you pursue the truth, and you, because of this, glow, literally. So, we're putting on 7 highlighters. No, it won't be overkill, it's fine. That's 2 down. Fuck, okay. So, have you read anything good lately? Yeah. Oh, yeah, I like that one. I don't know if I like that one as much. It was fine. It's just like, it's a bit self-satisfied for my tastes, if you know what I mean. Sorry, let me just get that. Okay. It's actually 10 because there are 4 in this one. So next I'm going to use this highlighting powder, the darkish one, and I'm going to use that like here where I put the bronzer, okay? Or whatever it is, contouring powder, that stuff. I'm going to slap these babies on, okay? This one I'm going to use it the same way. Contouring area. Big forehead area. I'm not saying your forehead is particularly big, but hair pulled off your forehead naturally makes it look a little bit bigger. I know. The thing is that you are going to glow. You're going to glow like someone put light bulbs in your fucking cheeks. That's how much you're gonna glow, and it's gonna be beautiful. One more, I swear. Just the one. And that's our pretty illuminating palette, and I'm just gonna use that to brush sort of more broadly over these areas, not blending it, just like sort of over it, okay? perfect. You are glowing like the sun. You're so beautiful. It's fantastic. I feel like I'm becoming more enlightened by just being near you. It's beautiful. I'm not wearing all these highlighters because I'm not going anywhere. I wish I could go, but I'm not. Oh yeah, so about the convention, as I move on to your eyes. I guess, let me, really quickly. Your eyes, let me just put some of this stuff away. Like I said, you don't want people to be able to tell you're wearing makeup even though you have 7 fucking highlighters on. So we're just gonna do mascara, basic eyeliner, and a little bit of glimmer in the inner corners and some white eyeliner. So we're only gonna use 4 whole entirely different products on your eyes, so it won't be overkill. And I'm gonna start with brown eyeliner. Boys don't notice eyeliner unless it's like cat eye or extremely thick or anything, so brown is gonna be pretty understated and good. So yeah, who's speaking at this conference? You're not? Okay, yeah. That's exciting. I'm so glad you're getting into this stuff. I've been needing some good atheist friends, really. We need to glow with enlightenment together. I'm going to put this white under on your lower lashes, and it's going to just open up your eyes a bit. All of these pencil ones I also sharpened so they're not like gross from me using them. I also don't use them very much. Here's mascara. And I just opened this one today, so it's also not gross. And it's waterproof, so it shouldn't wipe off, and you shouldn't have to reapply it or bother with it at all over the course of the day. So we're just gonna take this, and I'm gonna wiggle it on your eyes, okay? Okay, perfect. Well, almost perfect. I'm gonna take this spoolie brush. It is essentially just like a mascara wand, but without mascara on it, you know? And I'm just gonna do that to break apart any clumps on your mascara. Okay, now perfect. Now, last thing, your 8th highlighter kind of, is I'm gonna take this one, like, sparkly white, and I'm just gonna dab it here. Okay? Okay. I'm sorry. Man, you are glowing. It's beautiful. I'm so excited. And I think this is the last thing for your makeup before I set it, is we're gonna do your lips. That is the other thing that boys do notice, is lip color. So what we're gonna do actually is, we're gonna use a lip color still, even though that is one of the most noticeable bits of makeup. Like you see all the time, guys are like, oh my god, I just love when girls don't wear makeup, and you're like, she's wearing so much makeup, but her lips just aren't red. So we're not gonna intimidate them with red lips or anything. We're gonna use this, and it's literally called Natural Chic. So it's going to look natural. This is sort of, I think for you, it's going to be a really good MLBB color, which is my lips, but better. So it's going to be like your lips, but better. If you are okay with it, I'd like you to go, eh, and so I can just have a flat place to draw on your lips. Yeah, okay. Okay. Okay, I think that's perfect. And now I'm just gonna set your makeup with this cucumber setting spray. Oh my god. This cucumber setting spray, it has a very dewy finish and is gonna also contribute to your glow. So I'm just gonna cover your eyes a little bit. Yeah, I mean, it's cucumber, but it's not literally cucumbers. It's gonna smell a little bit weird, sorry. But you're gonna look so glowy. I mean, you do. Like, oh my god, you're Now, finally, we're gonna just do your hair super quick. This is gonna take no time at all. No glowy stuff in your hair at all. I'm just gonna take the ponytail out that you have, okay? And I'm gonna brush your hair out just a little bit, just to get out some of the kinks, okay? Oh, I burned the hell out of myself. Cooking mac and cheese. Just a little taste of what I'm up for eternity, am I right? The thing is, it got that bad because I didn't even feel it. So I guess that's good if there is a how. Okay, literally, I'm just gonna pull your hair back into a low ponytail like this, and I'm gonna pull out a few strands. So it's like, I didn't even have time to put up my hair right because I was just so busy reading. It sort of has that sort of like Beauty and the Beast Belle look, you know, where it's like, I am extremely put together, but also I kind of don't look like it. We don't want to have that like high ponytail cheerleader thing going on, okay? We're not going to do that because it just looks too peppy and feminine. So we're going to just put in your hair, low bun like that, pull a few strands loose on each side, like that, okay? So I'm just going to gather up your hair. I'm going to just tie it sort of on the side like this, yeah. So it's low, that's, yeah, I think that's the best way to do it. So it's low, but like slightly, you know, classy like that and over the shoulder and pretty. So let me just pull out some strands. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, so you look like a low maintenance girl who is made out of Christmas lights. Not colorful ones, just like sort of the white cast Christmas lights. You look like a beautiful girl made out of Christmas lights. And you are ready to go. Let's see, don't forget, I think that you should take the highlighter with you. Just take this one, I think this one will look good on you, and I don't think you need to take all 7 to 10. And, you shouldn't need the mascara. Concealer is good to have on you just in case, so I would grab that. And then, otherwise you're pretty good. You have the That's Rebellion necklace. You have your, sorry, extremely cool Billy Joel t-shirt. And you have your new revised standard version, or NRSV with Apocrypha, yeah. And sticky notes showing where God is a dick. Courtesy of me. There are many other good resources for seeing why God is stupid and a jerk. So I'm just gonna put all that on your bag. You've got a little messenger bag. That seems perfect to carry this stuff in, and not too clunky and boyish, but not like too, I'm trying hard to be girly and thus carry a purse. And you've got those black Converse, blue jeans, t-shirt, low ponytail, and so many highlighters. I think that's basically it. Okay, yeah, so have a ton of fun. I wish I could go with you so badly, but like, don't have, you know, conference kind of money, so it's unfortunate, but I can't, but otherwise I would have loved to go. That would have been so much fun. You'll have to come back and tell me everything. I'm so excited to just like get to hang out with you more. We can talk about why we hate being told bless you in the store, and you know, different encounters with street evangelizers. I think I would love to have someone to share those experiences with, and now I have you. So that's exciting. Enjoy your conference and come back and tell me everything. Don't forget to reapply highlighter. Okay, I can't wait to see you again. Bye.